Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. This is Sunday, September 24th, 2017. Hello around the world. I'm your co-host, one of the co-hosts, Jade of Chit Chat Chew Show.
And your other co-host, Uno of the Chit Chat Chew Show.
So basically, I had did a show, was attempting to do a show this past Monday on a different September awareness, but why 5? We all know how it can be. It just messed up on me, and so I could not continue the show. So this is a pre-recorded show. You will be able to hear it, if not tonight, by definitely tomorrow you'll be able to hear this pre-recorded show.
Or, the week coming up. So SoundCloud, more likely by tonight or tomorrow. If it's video based, it's going to take time because you got to edit it, clean it, put it all together, and post it up. So it'll be done by the week, before the week is out. So for anybody that's on YouTube and Vimeo and want to check out our show that you missed Monday because of technical difficulties.
So, again, as I stated, September, we were talking about the different awarenesses. Each month we try to at least incorporate some awareness for each month. We can't cover them all because it's a lot of them, but we can at least bring something to the table. So we have a few that's going on. And the first one would be, it was Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. So I'm just going to dive right into it. And it says this month brings awareness to obesity in children. 1 out of every 5 kids in the U.S. has obesity. And while there's no simple solution to obesity, it can be prevented. While some kids might have a medical condition leading to obesity, others who do not should take preventative measures. You can make sure that your child has a balance between sleep, screen time, physical activity, and eating the right amount of calories. Parents can serve more fruits and veggies at breakfast, lunch, and dinner whenever they can. Start with more water as well. This is a low-calorie option to sugary drinks. With just eating better and playing more outside, kids can help maintain a healthy, active lifestyle. With our monthly kids snack, we try to bring new ideas to your home each month. Check out this month's snack in honor of Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. So again, we're going to be putting these links up, but I'm actually reading from kidscures.org. That's www.kids.cures.org. And so as we know, I know personally I've been seeing a lot more kids, younger kids, 14 and under, really obese, and not blaming all parents, because a lot of times, as this article said, there are times where it is a medical condition, and with the doctor, you have to treat it, take care of it, because that's a lot of weight on a child's heart, and they could either have a stroke or a heart attack. But for some of these parents who think it's really cute to just keep shoving unhealthy stuff in your child's mouth because you don't want to deal with if they're acting out, or you don't know how to say no to your child because they want sweets, and a lot of times kids want sweets,
a lot of junk food,
they love junk
food.
A lot of juices with sugar in it, which in the long run is not healthy for them
at all.
And a lot of times there are parents that are lazy, that just like to shove a game in their face or sit their kids in front of the TV, and in the meantime they're watching all this TV and they're not getting any physical activity. Or they have tablets or laptops, or they have these high technology cell phones, and they're just always all the time on a cell phone or on some type of electronic, when I'm not saying they can have that. I feel like it should be some balanced time where they can have certain time to be on their cell phone or laptop or whatever electronic it is, but also and some time designated for them to watch TV. But let them be a kid and go out and play. It's okay if they get dirty. It's okay if they fall, as long as the bone is not sticking out. Like, let them be a kid. It's okay. And when you fix food, um, make it fun. It doesn't have to be boring to cook up a meal. Get your child involved with preparing some meals, or at least some snacks, some healthy snacks, and definitely exercise. Let them get out. Like, they need to exercise. Let's be examples to. I'm speaking in general. Let's be examples to um, our children, our youth. So. Yeah, any feedback on that? I did have something else. My fault.
Oh
Things are
no,
things are acting up as normal.
yeah, my only thing with children and also obesity, children, they have to live as that. Like, they have to live out their childhood, and you have to allow that to happen, regardless of how much you trying to protect them and make sure nothing happens to them. You have to let them live. So they don't always have to be cooped in a house all the time, because that can also cause obesity if you look at it. Like, just imagine if they eat every day in the house. They stay in the house. You're not letting none of that food digest properly. It's just sitting in your stomach. You're not giving body movement to flourish all that food and supply your body with the correct nutrients or the right resources to flush out all the bad um, toxins. So I think a good way to kind of decrease obesity too is, yeah, allow them to play outside. Let them play outside. Let them be a kid. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with having a simple childhood. Like, that's the problem now with society. They so focused on this superficial, artificial world, and they so distracted with these gadgets and gadgets and what what they see in the environment, and they're not open or thinking that what's important, getting back to nature and realizing the necessities you have, being appreciative of that, and don't take it for granted. So yeah, let them go outside just to appreciate the simple things in life, like how me and Jay grew up. Back then, I mean, okay, now her era is different from mine because we was in between. Because I can say the only thing is not the cell phones. We didn't have the cell phones like that. It was more so, okay, we might have our little video games, at times, but at the same time, the era I was raised in, we still had fun the simple way. Going outside, riding bikes, skateboarding, uh, uh, playing KSSING, tag, and meeting up with your friends in the neighborhood. No cell phone to get in contact with them. You just walk to their house, or they come to your house, or they come to your area. Like, simple things like that. So, yeah, that would help to burn off them calories when you eating that bad food. So, yeah, and as far as obesity, yes, parents should watch that. I mean, I know it could also be medical. I understand that, because sometimes the kid can't control how much they weigh. But if you can control it, just watch what they eat. Don't succumb to what they want, because it's not about them. It's about their health, their safety. So yeah, you got to put more care into your children, and I just wanted to add that to what you were saying. And see, her era, they did a lot of playing. They didn't have all these gadgets and gadgets. That's what I wanted to say. They didn't have all the gadgets. It was just simple things in life. So I just say overall, just appreciate you, value you. That's what comes first.
Well, thank you for speaking for my era.
No, but I'm saying you
No.
like that.
I mean, my era was like that. I mean, I can just remember, and it's yeah, we didn't have that. Like, my mom didn't buy me a cell phone because she was like, "You're gonna be a kid." I mean, when I bought me a cell phone, I had already had me a job, and I could provide my own cell phone. So yeah, we had a lot of just going out, being a kid, riding bikes, playing hopscotch and jump rope, and I'm sure they did the KISSING, my scary butt. I ain't do none of that. But just saying,
you overall, scary ass.
Overall,
scary, ain't play no kid.
Shut up, I'm trying to talk, okay? Overall, I was just being a kid. Though my mother was very she didn't like me getting dirty. I mean, if you're gonna say go outside and play, then chances are I'm gonna be dirty, or if not necessarily get dirty, then my hands get dirty. But just being a kid, and yes, I used to watch shows, cartoons and things like that, but I never sat in front of the TV as long as kids do today. I used to watch my mom when she cooked. I mean, that era, she did more cooking from scratch, so things were more natural. I had a nana who had a garden, who had veggies and fruit, so I had good fortune of experiencing that. She was all about natural, not necessarily organic, because I didn't hear that, but just natural ways of eating healthier. You really didn't get sick, or if you did get sick, by the time they come up with like these different concoctions that they did, they knocked that out real quick. So being a kid, I definitely was, and I mean, I did enjoy it. And so yeah, I definitely got the exercise. I mean, I got all that. So I just want to tap into this other article, because I have a lot of different articles, so I'm all about this data today.
You just got all your articles. I got an article too.
Well, good for you. Bless your heart. So learn ways to promote healthy growth in children and prevent obesity. Again, about 1 in 6, 17% children in the United States have obesity. Certain groups of children are more affected than others. National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month provides a chance for all of us to learn more about this serious health condition. While there is no simple solution, as I said before, there are many ways communities can support children with their journey to good health. So it's just not inside the home, it's a community as well. They don't have to be your child, but if they're like in school or just whatever, as is stated, a community, we don't have to give them the sugary stuff, because in the long run, it's not helping them. They're more hype. They're hype. Just adding that sugar just makes them more hype. It's like a drug. When they come off of that drug, then when they come off of that sugar, let me say that, the withdrawal can be crazy. So it says childhood obesity is a major public health problem. Children with obesity are at a higher risk for having other chronic conditions and diseases such as asthma, sleep apnea, bone and joint problems, and type 2 diabetes. This is what eventually can happen to some children when they're eating all that unhealthy food. They can get high blood pressure as well, as it states in here. They also have more risk factors for heart disease, like high blood pressure and high cholesterol, than normal weight peers. Children with obesity can be bullied and teased more than their normal weight peers. And we all know that bullying has not stopped. I don't care if it's my generation to the current. Bullying still continues, whether you're a normal weight, but because if you're overweight, it adds on to it. They also are more likely to suffer from social isolation, depression, and lower self-esteem. Children with obesity are more likely to have obesity as adults. This can lead to lifelong physical and mental health problems. Adult obesity is associated with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and many types of cancers. Childhood obesity is influenced by many factors, which can have an impact on childhood obesity, including eating and physical activity behaviors, genetics, metabolism, family and home environment, and community and social factors. For some children and families, obesity can be influenced by the following: too much time spent being inactive, meaning sitting in front of the TV on their cell phones, like just not being active, and they're doing it hours upon hours. Lack of sleep, because they are staying up late watching TV,
playing video games, on social media, by all this artificial things.
Lack of places to go in the community to get physical activity. Unfortunately, there are places that don't have like a like a Y or a Boys and Girls Club, so that could be a factor. Easy or community centers. Easy access to inexpensive, high-calorie foods and sugary beverages. Lack of access to affordable, healthier food. So it's a lot in this article from the CDC.gov that you can continue to read on. I just wanted to point out state, like, again, it says as a community, we can all have our part in this, our input in this. State and local health departments, businesses, and community groups can ensure that neighborhoods have low-cost physical activity opportunities such as parks, trails, and community centers. Offer easy access to safe, free drinking water and healthy, affordable food options. What you laughing at? you
got this whole show. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, because this was supposed to be my show, so I was already prepared. We're still not done. We still have to continue the show. I didn't ask you to be here. No, psych, I'm only playing. Healthcare providers can measure children's weight, height, and body mass index routinely. Connect or refer families to breastfeeding support services for those who need that. Nutrition education or childhood healthy weight programs is needed. And lastly, and I'll let Uno read or speak her mind, early care and education centers and schools can, that's why this Wi-Fi, because I should be doing this show, adopt policies and practices that support healthy eating, regular physical activity, and limited screen time. Provide opportunities for students to learn about and practice these behaviors. Working together, we all have a role in making healthier foods, beverages, and physical activity the easy choice for children and adolescents to help prevent childhood obesity. So that's my little spill. You guys will know all this information from where we're reading from, because today is about just facts for me.
Right. Because we're going to post the links sometime in the week. I'll post it up. So just stay tuned for that. And we're going to post it on our Instagram and our Facebook.
And so what else did you have to say about childhood obesity?
Okay, this is what I wanted to add. If my phone would stop acting slow. Y'all with these Androids, fuck Android. I hate Android. That's what I said. I know it's a strong word. I don't like it. Let me not say hate. I'm not going to say hate. I just don't like Android. This is ridiculous. Okay. What causes obesity in children? So, I just wanted to read this from WebMD.com. Children become overweight and obese for a variety of reasons. The most common causes are genetic factors, lack of physical activity, unhealthy eating patterns, or a combination of these factors. Only in rare cases being overweight caused by medical conditions such as a hormonal problem. A physical exam and some blood tests can rule out the possibility of a medical condition as a cause for obesity. Although weight problems run in families, not all children with a family history of obesity will be overweight. Children whose parents or brothers or sisters are overweight may be at increased risk of becoming overweight themselves, but this can be linked to shared family behaviors such as eating and activity habits. A child's total diet and activity level play an important role in determining a child's weight. Today, many children spend a lot of time being inactive. Okay, and I have some the risk. Okay, so what diseases are obese children at risk for? Obese children are at risk for a number of conditions such as high cholesterol, high blood pressure, early heart disease, diabetes, bone problems, skin conditions such as heart rash, fungal infections, and acne. Let's see. It's another one here. Yeah, I just wanted to read that a little bit. Far as the causes of obesity and the risk factors that comes with having child obesity, I just wanted to add to what Jay was speaking about children who are obese. It's definitely a major problem, I must say, especially in the society we live in. Just because this definitely, this, I mean, I know it's all over the world, but this, if you notice, I don't know if people have been paying attention like this, but it's mostly in America that a lot of children are obese because society pushes these toxic and poisonous foods. They market it, they advertise it, they promote it. Children latch onto the idea of those foods because it's been embedded in them, because it's been programmed that that food is good for them. Is, it's just the name, it's the hype, and kids want that, and the parents get it for them, and you know, but at the same time, it's detrimental in the long run. Like Jay was saying, it just hurts you in the long run. And, you suffer with all these medical problems. So that's what these companies don't tell you because they don't even eat this stuff themselves. So that tells you a lot right there, but that's why it's important to be educated. And it's good that we're educating you right at the moment. As of now, we're educating you at least to a degree about child obesity and that, and making people become more aware of not, their body, just their overall body, and be more conscious of what they put in their body. And that goes for the parents on down to their kids.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, you may hear us repeat the same thing. We're just basically reiterating, putting it out there, putting it to your head, giving you something to think about. You can definitely check out the resources that we give, but also do your own research. You know what I'm saying? It's also good to just go out there, Google for anything else, Google for these resources as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into a lot about this other one because again, we're going to put this out there, but this is coming from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and Office of Minority Health. We're speaking in general about obesity with children, but as we also know, certain neighborhoods, certain racial and ethnic minority children often live in communities where they face challenges in access to affordable, healthy food or safe places to be physically active, which contributes to higher obesity rates. The website for this is www.minorityhealth.hhs.gov.
It's more critical for our people. I want y'all to know that. You got to practice better healthy habits, okay?
Exactly. And in this, you can do the further reading, click on a lot of the links that they have here. They touch on childhood obesity facts, where they have different links for that, tips for parents, where they have links at, and resources and publications. Because, again, I've seen, like I said not too long ago, a lot of unhealthy kids. And it's not cute. It's not. They walking around, they have like 3 chins, their bodies are so big, and they're not even over 2 or over 5, and they're huge. And some parents are as large as they are, and then there's parents that's not large like they children. But in either way or either situation, it's still unhealthy. That is not cute for your kid to be so damn chunky like that. And you sit around and you think it's cute.
Ain't shit cute about that.
And meanwhile, they have all this fat and unhealthy crap around their heart.
They gonna mess around and have a heart attack.
Exactly. And have
all
a heart
that
attack
weight
or
on their
all
heart like
that
that.
weight. It is not cute at all. And it's not cute for you adults either. You have to lead by example. Okay? Because it's not cute for you either. I'm sure these parents out here don't want to lose their child, and I'm sure that their child don't want to lose their parents. So why don't we lead by example? Again, there's fun, healthy way. There's fun, healthy ways to learn how to fix stuff. Food doesn't have to be boring. If it's something possibly that your child may not like, why don't you figure out a way together how to make things, I don't know, display it differently, be creative, some kind of way. They might be able to enjoy it better. I mean, I don't know. Let the child participate in fixing good, healthy food.
Yeah.
So everyone can have a good overall.
But I know what black people
healthy
say. I just can't stop eating this and stop eating that, and my kids gonna continue to eat this and eat that. So you're using your eating habits as an excuse to put whatever you want in your body when you know it's hurting you because of your social condition. I don't buy that bullshit. That's just an excuse. You just want to do it because you want to do it. It's not because of your social condition, because you can, okay, I understand that everybody's not fortunate financially to buy healthy things. I get all that. But I'm saying, can you at least try to find a way, like Jay said, get creative? You don't have to spend a lot of money to eat healthy. So let me say this. So what is the difference? This is for black people, since you're talking about black health, right? And especially, specifically black childhood obesity, right? So what is the difference when y'all go stand in line for Jordans? What is the difference when y'all go in the club, spend money to get in, if it's not free getting in, buying the liquor, buying somebody else's liquor, or if you hungry, buy food in the club? What's the difference? Or if you guys buy rims, what's the difference? Or y'all buy all these, this is in general, y'all buy these name brand clothes and you buy this jewelry. Don't all that cost money? You putting out more money doing that than eating healthy. So if you can invest in all that, then you can certainly invest in your body. Your body is more important than materialism. So no, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I don't care what your social condition is. There's no excuse for it. And people are going to disagree with what I said, but I don't care. Because I feel like there's steps you can take. I'm not saying you got to go to Kroger, Walmart, or if you don't stay in the South, whatever store you go to, you don't have to buy because it says organic or it's vegan or it's some kind of fruit or food that's expensive. You can actually be frugal and eat and know what to buy. You got to know how to be frugal and buy the necessities you need to eat healthier. It's how you manage your money. And that's another problem we have in our community, mismanagement of money. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money to eat healthy. It's different ways to, there's multiple ways to buy things and still budget. But my thing is, I can't see the shit. I just feel like if you're gonna buy all this materialism, why not invest in, honestly, why not invest in buying expensive vegan food or organic food or fruits or whatever product is expensive? Because I mean, I just don't see what the problem is.
I mean,
that's just how I feel about it.
People are going to do what they're going to do, as you say, and I'm certainly not here to tell you how to spend your money, because if you want to spend it on Jordans and Michael Kors and some of these other designers that really don't promote Black people to purchase their stuff anyway, but they can't really stop them because they purchase them anyway. Yeah, I just say my suggestion, is to use some of that money to eat healthier. Maybe perhaps not eat out as much, but learn to cook in more, be creative. I guess my suggestion would be, if you have farmers markets around you, whatever state or city you live in, go check that out. That could be a farmers market, a store, or they even, have farmers markets out in parks or whatever. If you have access to a park or places where they have like farmers markets at, or if you're going to go in the supermarket, be strategic in how you buy certain things. You don't have to spend a lot. It's just all about being smart in how you handle,
right,
how you purchase things, or how you just handle things. So yeah, I totally agree with that. And I am learning that. Especially being diabetic and having high blood pressure. And they said I have high cholesterol. You know, and I know it's me. I'm not here to blame everyone. I know it's all on how I ate, because these diagnoses that they gave me are reversible, and it's all on how I eat. And so I've been really learning how to eat differently and still enjoy the food that I eat, but know that I don't have to have a lot of sugar and I don't have to have a lot of salt, which I'm not going to lie, I do struggle with the sugar. So I have to be authentic and honest with myself.
Well, you're human at the end of the day. You're not perfect.
So, but that's still not an excuse, because I know the effects of it if I put that sugar in my mouth, because my body tells me instantly. Mm-hmm. So it's just all on how we
taking that responsibility.
Right, taking that responsibility. So right. It's a learning process on just how to eat healthier, because once upon a time I was vegetarian, and I can tell you, if I had those diagnoses, to be quite honest, they would definitely maintain, because I used to go to the doctors quite often to get checked, and I never had these diagnoses of type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol issues, because I made a choice to eat better. But for me, when I got back on that meat and got back eating unhealthy due to just life and stressful situations that I honestly did not know how to deal with, and food was my comfort. Unfortunately, I am now diabetic and stuff like that. So me and Uno have actually taken the no meat challenge for September to see how that works. To see how that works with us.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I can be all the way vegan, because I'm still in between trying to figure out if I want to be vegetarian or vegan. I'm just being honest.
And I know that doesn't work for everyone.
But I'm trying the vegan route right now to see how it is.
I'm not
take a responsibility.
I'm not promoting vegetarian or vegan to anyone. If you want to eat meat, that is totally up to you. All I say is be smarter about how you eat. That's really all that I say about that.
I just want to say this, I'm going to forget. I got to get this off of me. And I wanted to add to what you're saying with people, even kids, with all these parents buying their kids everything, video games and cell phones and handheld games and toys and bikes and even the same thing, name brand clothes, all that, I'll just say, that applies same thing to them. Like, yes, if they can spend that, like Jay said, just be more smart in how you spend money and also be smart how you spend money on your kids as well.
It's not to say that you can't buy your children.
No, I'm not saying that.
We're not saying that you can't buy your children things. I get that. But when it comes to their health, that should be a priority. Like your health should be a priority. Just be smarter about the choices that you make. That's all. That's all.
Right.
So that was just our little tidbits for.
Can I just read this one last thing?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. My fault.
Then we can move on to the next topic. I just want to read this real quick so we get this out of the way. Okay. I just want to say, since we're talking about this with people and kids, so we talk about certain preventions you can avoid to limit childhood obesity. I also have an article for medicinenet.com, other ways to prevent childhood obesity. So you have advocate, wait a minute, let's see. All right. Social and cultural changes are necessary to effectively address the pediatric obesity epidemic. A basic approach would entail the following: advocate breastfeeding during the first year of life. Studies strongly reinforce that breastfed children have a lower risk of infant, childhood, and adolescent obesity. 2. Drastically overhaul the school breakfast and lunch program to favor heart-healthy food choices. Encouraging salad bars, banning sugar drinks, and flavored milk are options. 3. Guarantee safe neighborhood environments which foster outside play activities. 4. Limit TV, computer, social network communication, or other activities which encourage sedentary behaviors. 5. Encourage vigorous physical education program for 60 minutes daily. 6. Revamp restaurant portion sizes. Studies have repeatedly demonstrated a link to the rise in pediatric obesity with fast food restaurants' adoption of supersized portions, as well as the bundling of food options. Examples, they have deals for hamburgers, french fries, and soda, etc. 7. Encourage the development of activity-friendly infrastructure in communities, bike lanes, regional parks, etc. Many studies have shown that the social and cultural changes above must be accompanied by a strong family and community support structure, without which these approaches often fall short. And number 8, encourage avoidance of empty carbohydrate calories, for example, high fructose, corn syrup, etc., and emphasize healthy fats like olive oil in lieu of saturated fats and oils. And I just wanted to put that out there. So on top of what Jay said and I said and what medicinenet.com said of prevention of childhood obesity, apply this to your life. Be more smarter, be more conscious. Not saying you can't enjoy the materialism of the world, but be more smarter with it and be more strategic and care more about your body. And if you have seeds, care more about them, because like Jay said, it's a priority. And that's what we need to focus on. Self-care. We always say this.
Self-care.
Self-care.
Each show. Self-care is so very important. Your temple, head to toe. Can't stress that enough, and we'll say it in every segment, every show.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Uno, for reading that too.
You're welcome.
So on to our next topic. This particular information that I'm going to read from is directed to the restaurant business, food service business, whether you work in the food service industry or you own your own restaurant. This topic is on National Food Safety Education Month, coming from the webstaurantstore.com. Top products for National Food Safety Education Month. Maintaining an establishment that complies with food safety requirement not only allows you to keep guests happy and healthy, but it can also help your business avoid potential lawsuits and bad publicity. Be sure to check out our inventory of food safety supplies, which you can click on, which includes allergen-safe items, sanitizing chemicals, first aid products, disposable supplies, and much more. Keep reading for a list of top 10 products every business needs in order to pass health inspections and maintain their compliance with food safety. So the first one is food safety books. They have something here. They have a book that covers food preservation, hazard analysis, and critical control points, sanitation, and more. 2. Food safety disposals. From disposal apparel and food thermometers to day of the week dots and product labels, our inventory of food safety disposals will help keep your restaurant sanitary. 3. Food handling instructions. Labels help you educate your customers on how to safely handle their purchases after they leave your business and are perfect for delis, butcher shops, and grocery stores. 4. Food grade chemicals. USDA approved food grade lubricants are designed to keep kitchen equipment that comes into contact with food operating quietly and efficiently without making customers sick. 5. Color-coded cutting boards. Purchase color-coded cutting board sets in a variety of shades to avoid cross-contamination in your food service establishment. Many of these kits also include charts to help your employees keep track of which cutting board they should be using. 6. Ice scoop holders. These handy products can be clipped to the side of your ice bins or mounted to the wall and are intended to keep your ice scoop and the germs that may live on it out of the ice used in your customers' drinks. 7. NSF listed knife stations are more sanitary than magnetic bars and stainless steel or wooden blocks because they're dishwasher safe. In addition to keeping knives clean and away from contaminants, their closed design also helps you keep your staff safe. 8. NSF listed meat thermometers are waterproof so they can easily sanitize them after use. Some options even include a cover to keep the thermometers safe from dirt and other contaminants. 9. Color-coded sanitizing pails. They come in a variety of colors to help your employees distinguish between the different areas of your restaurants, kitchen, bathroom, dining rooms, etc. Each pail is supposed to be used in. And 10, disposable gloves. They're easy to use products, are ideal for food handling and preparation, but your staff can also use them for janitorial tasks. So these are just some different options, or not even necessarily options, but things that you're supposed to use in restaurants and just to have your restaurant be a more effective, better ran restaurant, because there has been plenty of stories from the past and even present where these restaurants, people have gone in, investigators have gone in undercover, and they are not up to code. They don't have the necessary things that they're supposed to have in their restaurants for their workers as well. And even if they did, sometimes restaurants do what they're supposed to do, and other restaurants they don't. And so you are taking a big risk when you go into these restaurants and eat, and hopefully when they're preparing and cooking your food that they're doing it right, because you're not back there with them to watch. Okay, so when they come out, you're praying that hopefully everything is good. Well, I know that I am. That everything is good, and they do a lot of cross contamination
in the kitchen.
Yes,
in the kitchen,
because as I stated in the last show that went sour, I've worked in McDonald's, and I've seen plenty of people, plenty of employees drop food, pick it up, and serve it.
That's terrible.
In the back, you have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, I can imagine.
There has been rat shit. They put it in the food. I'm telling you, these people
pee in food. They put their nut in food.
They spit in food.
Yes, they do.
Okay, there's all kinds.
Blood. Be very mindful of that.
All kinds of things that not all of these restaurants, but some of these restaurants do. Yeah. And then also, I put it on these inspectors as well. When they go out, a lot of them pass some of these restaurants, and they shouldn't even get passed. They should be shut down, or they give them A's, and they really should be a D,
right,
or an F. Okay, so some of these inspectors do get paid off in these restaurants, so that these restaurants can stay up, and that's why you
pay them off so they can keep them off. So the restaurant, keep
those inspectors off their back.
Keep them inspectors off them. Right. Exactly. If I got tongue tied for a minute,
they do it. They sure do. They sure do. Because it used to be something on the news where, if you guys remember, these vendors that would be out in these food trucks, or vendors that would be out, and the news went out there, and you would see where food was eaten by rats. And they still would be trying to serve these to people that come to their food trucks or vendors. So yeah, it's responsibilities on everybody's part.
It's serious.
And you as a consumer can definitely ask questions.
Be more diligent. What you put in your body. Ask questions. Be diligent about that.
You can they're supposed to have certain paperwork up in their restaurant that's visible for customers to see. If you're allergic to certain things, make sure you ask questions. If you're vegetarian or vegan, ask, do they have those options? You have to ask. You can't just accept. And even if you eat meat, if it's not prepared the way that you want it, don't sit there and accept that and eat it and know your ass could possibly get sick. If you're not satisfied, take it back. That's their job, to prepare it the way that you asked for it. If something is not clean from utensils or glasses, tell them you want clean ones. It may sound
demand.
It may sound petty.
No, it's not.
But
you gotta demand what you want.
I don't want to drink from a nasty glass. I don't want to have nasty utensils.
Especially if
I don't want to see hair in my food or any other strange whatever in my food or in my drinks. Take it back. You're paying your money, people.
Yeah.
So I strongly advise,
especially if you paying your money, you should get what you put in. Yep. Especially if you go to a restaurant and you have to tip, you definitely need to demand the things you want. If it's not right. So yeah.
Absolutely. But you have to contribute to it.
I was gonna read this here. It's just a short little paragraph, but it keeps going to this. I don't know why. Oh, that was a good article too. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, just be mindful, be cautious. We have to do this because, again, if you're not directly working in the food service industry, it's so much that you see, and this is your life, people. Yeah. Ask questions. I'm not ashamed to ask questions, and I'm not going to pay you for something if it's not right in what I asked for. I'm not going to read this, but I will.
I got it.
But I will say that another good website to go to that has different tools and resources is foodsafety.gov. That'll be put up there too. It has where you can read more and what's cooking and recall and alerts. So
recall, y'all definitely need to be aware.
Make sure that you guys
open up about recalls. That's important.
Definitely,
you gotta know what's not good for you, and you can be in the hospital. if you was to eat one that was on recall and you had no idea it was.
Exactly. And at the top of foodsafety.gov, again, please go to it. Recall and alerts, as we just said, keep food safe, who's at risk, food poisoning, report a problem, and ask the experts. So please, strongly advise you to do that.
Absolutely. I just wanted to read this short little article about National Food Safety Month. Just give a little tidbit history here. Okay. National Food Safety Month was created in 1994 to heighten awareness about the importance of food safety education. So this year's theme is National Food Safety Month. There is a 20-year anniversary. Top 20 tips, offering the best tips from the past 20 years of the National Food Safety Month. Weekly training activity areas communicate concepts clearly and quickly to employees and can be completed in less than 10 minutes. Some of the topics include the best cleaning and sanitizing, cross-contamination, time temperature control, personal hygiene, and allergen tips from the past 20 years. And if you want to find out more information, you can go to foodsafetymonth.com. Again, foodsafetymonth.com. They give you more details about the topics and also about September being National Food Safety Month. And I will post that website as well so you guys can see it and check it out. But I read this just from Nutrition Care Systems website, just so you know. And I just wanted to add that in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Another website to definitely check out would be, which is also all within September Awareness Month. Food safe, not so much food safety, but food awareness. September Food Awareness Month would be Fruits and Veggies More Matter. So that's another website that you can definitely check out. Fruits and Veggies More Matter. I believe it's .com. I can't quite pull it up to see if it is or not, but it has different links. What's in season, quick recipes, fruit and veggie list, how much my plate. I mean, I can't speak for any other community, but I know in the black community and the black families, you ain't have no limit on what you ate. You just kept eating.
Eating. Black folk love to eat.
There was no monitoring. There was no portion control plates. We ate.
You just ate. even when mama and grandmama and them were cooking, like, you know, they have measuring cups and things of that nature. We didn't use that in the black household. They just knew how much to put in there and put it on in the food and prepared it.
Yes, I know, right? We just went back for several plates.
Right. We greedy. And then if you extended family, you come there eat a couple plates, and then you got nerve to take some food home. And don't clean up shit though. Everybody come to eat, but don't clean up shit.
I know,
that's
right?
Funny.
They sure could come in and sit down and eat a bunch of plates, then have their bags ready, or if they didn't have their bags, wrap it up in some foil and take it down and be like, I'm gonna holler at you later, right?
They ain't clean a damn
right. They ain't clean up no dishes, help put away no food or nothing. It's crazy. So yeah. So here in this particular link I clicked on, it was 30 ways in 30 days to stretch your food budget. Okay. One is buy in bulk. Cook in large amounts and freeze leftovers. Create a weekly meal plan that uses the same ingredients in different ways. Shop in seasons at farmers markets. Grow your own fruits and veggies. Substitute fruits and veggies for meats. Make regular grocery lists and stick to them. Eat at home more often. Skip the cake, but you don't have to skip dessert. Make homemade soup that's chock full of fruits and veggies. Look for deals and sales at your grocery store. Try more dried goods. Don't shop hungry. Use coupons only for items that are on your list. Canned fruits and vegetables matter. Always keep frozen fruit on hand. Pick your own. Add dried fruit to make any meal or snack healthier. Save with store brands. Stick to the outside aisles when shopping at grocery stores. Try new fruits and veggies. Make a list of the healthier, less expensive foods and recipes your families like to eat. Try a leftover makeover. Waste less with smaller servings. Don't throw out bruised or dented fruits and vegetables. Plan ahead. Store your fruits and vegetables promptly. Clearly label your foods before you store them. Get creative with your leftover fruits and veggies and calculate your food budget. So those were 30 ways in 30 days to stretch your food budget. I have to try this.
Wow. Yeah, I might have to try that too.
Because we can continue to make excuses
and
make excuses and procrastinate as we as people can do.
Yeah.
But in the end,
especially black folks, we hard-headed.
It is not benefiting. It is not benefiting us.
Black folks, y'all know y'all hard-headed.
Okay, so this is from the Fruits and Veggie More Matters. It has so much information on it. I'm not going to, they have a link, a section where it says in the news, proportion, distortion, and obesity. Avocados protect against heart disease. Eating more fruits and veggies makes you more attractive. Types of vegetarian diets.
More attractive? What is this, a veggie date?
Right. Eating fruits and veggies make you happier. So yes, and you know what? That last one that I said, which was eating fruits and veggies make you happier, I tend to want to believe that because for me, I can only speak for me. When I eat or have eaten a lot of meat, I find my mood has changed for the worse. My activities get less. I become very fatigued, and I don't want to do as much. And plus, meats it takes a longer time to digest, especially beef. But then overall, the way I'm looking at it, knowing that it's been wrong, this is the way my brain's set up. I'm not saying it works for you guys. Just knowing that I'm killing, that a living animal has been killed and I'm eating it. I'm thinking on that line as well for myself. Again, this don't have to pertain to you. I'm not saying it do. But whatever you do, eat smarter. Mm-hmm. Please incorporate fruits and veggies more. I said this earlier. You can make your food look more attractive. You can be creative and do different things with your food.
Absolutely.
You can learn to enjoy fruit. You can learn to enjoy sweets on a more healthier tip instead of that refined white sugar.
Because there's certain, like there's a few sugars that's a little bit more healthier for you that you can apply to your diet. It don't have to be that granulated chemical-based white sugar. Because the couple you named for me that you put me onto what's the one that was in the Kroger? Of the raw, what was it?
Yeah, sugar in the raw, something like that. Or
guave,
the organic agave. You have to make sure you get the right one with that too. If you're going to use that, get the organic raw agave.
Then honey is another alternative.
Though honey is a little sweet, but I mean, if you're going to use it, okay, it's probably preferred over the white. But there's just other options.
Right.
And so on the tip of the day from the fruits and veggies more matters, the tip of the day, if you eat strawberries, cut your strawberries into heart shapes. That's their tip of the day. It's kind of cute. You can really get creative with your food. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be boring, look boring, taste boring. You can get fresh seasonings and use that versus, use uh the salt. There's other ways to be creative with your food that's going to taste just as good.
It's coming from
Fruits and veggies, more matters. So.
Oh, you on to the next one already?
No, I'm still on that. I'm still was on that.
On
Fruits and veggies.
safety?
No, I'm done with food safety. But if you want to backtrack and go to that,
dang.
fruits and veggies more matters.
Yeah, let me know that you don't move on. You just went on to the next article.
Well, you can certainly go back. It's not a big deal. So again, that was for being rudely interrupted.
Well, you didn't alarm me that you was on to the next topic.
Oh, God.
I'm just sitting here going on a limb, just reading.
So you can still read. Anyway.
I'm messing with you.
Fruits and veggies, morematters.org. That's another website that'll be posted up.
Well, let me go on to the next.
You don't have to. If you have something else from food safety that you would like to read, certainly do that.
Oh, my baby sure got control of this interview today, don't she? I mean, this topic today. I'm just kidding, baby. I'm just messing with you.
I'm not paying you any mind. Because we're doing this pre-recorded show right now. But y'all best believe when I get off with her, it's on. Y'all just know that.
When she was reading from Fruits and Veggies, Health Matters, correct?
Fruits and Veggies, more matters.org.
Matters, right? And she spoke on some information about applying certain foods to your diet and threw a tip in there as well. I would also like to throw some tips and tidbits. And it's a little fun article, actually. It's from FDA.gov. It's myths and facts, but it give you scenarios. And then scenario falls a myth. And then they give you the fact of what you actually should do from what you've been hearing through the years, okay? So it says, week 1, myth. Only kids eat raw cookie dough and cake batter. If we just keep kids away from the raw products when adults are baking, there won't be a problem. Fact, though, is the fact. Just a lick can make you sick. No one of any age should eat raw cookie dough or cake batter because it could contain germs that cause illness. Whether it's prepackaged or homemade, the heat from baking is required to kill germs that might be in the raw ingredients. The finished baked product is far safer and tastes even better, so don't do it. And remember, kids who eat raw cookie dough and cake batter are at greater risk of getting food poisoning than most adults are.
I am definitely guilty of that.
I'm so guilty of that. I did that so many times as a kid. I did not give a damn. It tastes good. That's all I know.
Good after my mom would mix it up together. That bacon, making the cakes, and she mixed it all up and stuff. And after she get done pouring it in, and there still be some left in that bowl. What?
You tear
that thing up. Listen, I even went. What is it? The blender thing?
Yeah.
I take the blender thing
Put
off.
your finger in there.
Yes.
Yes.
What? I've even had some cookie dough as an adult. I ain't gonna even lie.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie.
A kid and when I was an adult.
Yes. What?
Week 2. When kids cook it, usually heat and eat snacks and foods in the microwave. They don't have to worry about food safety. The microwaves kill the germs. That's the myth for week 2. Facts, though. Microwaves aren't magic. It's the heat the microwave generate that kills the germs. Food cooked in the microwave needs to be heated to a safe internal temperature. Microwaves often heat food unevenly. Yeah, it does. Because sometimes it might be twice, and then maybe a third that you got to put the food back in there because it's cold or it's not cooked right. Leaving cold spots in food where germs can survive. Kids can use microwaves properly by carefully following package instructions. Even simple heat and eat snacks come with instructions that need to be followed to ensure a safe product. Use a food thermometer if the instructions tell you to. Week 3. Myth. When kids wash their hands, just putting their hands under running water is enough to get the germs off. Fact though. Rubbing hands with water and soap is the best way to go. Water is just part of what you need for clean hands. Washing hands properly is a great way to reduce the risk of food poisoning. Here's how. Wet your hands with clean running water and apply soap. Rub them together to make a lather and scrub them well. Be sure to scrub the backs of hands, between fingers, and under nails. Continue rubbing for at least 20 seconds. Sing the happy birthday song twice to time yourself. Rinse hands well under running water. Dry your hands using a clean towel, paper towel, or an air dryer. Week 4. Myth. My kids only eat prepackaged fruits and veggies for snacks because those snacks don't need to be washed before they eat them. And adults do that too. They eat raw vegetables that's prepackaged, and not just kids, but I get the analogy. So that's the myth. Here's the fact, though. I got to put that though in there. Here's the fact, though. Read your way to food safety. Giving your kids healthy snacks is a big plus for them. But just because produce is wrapped, it doesn't always mean it's ready to eat as it is. That's very true. Because people like...
Very true.
No, what you want to add?
No, I'm saying that's very true.
Read the label of your product to make sure it says ready to eat, washed, or triple washed. If it does, you're good to go. If it doesn't, wash your hands and then rinse the fruits or vegetables under running tap water. Scrub firm items such as melons and cucumbers with a clean produce brush. And they do have produce brushes just like they have spray for fruits and vegetables. So please buy you some at your local grocery store. All right.
Yes, because don't think just washing it off, and I have to be mindful of this too. Just washing it off, you think you're doing something, just washing it off with your hands. No, hunty, you need to go deeper than that, sugar.
You said, hunty, go for that sugar. You put some emphasis.
You do more than that, hunty, you got to scrub it off, sugar.
That's right. Shoot.
Dry with a clean cloth towel, you just said that, or paper towel to further reduce germs that may be present. And that's the myths and facts of practicing national food safety. Okay?
Good tips.
Yeah.
Stuff that we just let slide past us that we don't even or don't do. Just those little tips can go a long way.
Yes.
and
can help you in the long run.
Help you in the long run.
Who wants to be in a hospital messed up from food poisoning? It's not fun, because I've been there. Food poisoning is not fun.
Food poisoning is not fun.
No, man.
Been there too.
Right.
What else you got?
No, that's it. I'm good.
Okay. So, moving on to our next thing, and we really hope that you guys are getting some type of good information from what we're reading. Again, we're going to post this all up. And also, I encourage you to do your due diligence and do your research as well.
And this is still fruits and veggies? Or this is
I'm personally off of fruits and veggies, but if you have some more to do, I'm definitely with it.
Oh, not at this current moment.
Okay. So we've talked about National Childhood Obesity, the do's and don'ts, so to speak. We have talked about food safety within restaurants, the do's and don'ts.
Right.
We have talked about incorporating more fruits and veggies into your life.
And practicing safety eating those fruits and vegetables.
And practicing food safety with eating those fruits and veggies.
Right.
And so now what we're going to get into is
was it that?
Okay, so now what we're going to talk about is Healthy Aging Month. I know a lot of people, like, my thing is when people be like, oh, older people think when you're 35, oh my God, you're old, you're about to kick rocks, you know. They think 40, you're old, 50, you're old. I mean, if you live, you're going to get older. And guess what? Those behind you are going to be like, oh my God, you're so old. So if you live, you will get older. And we all know different things as you get older can change. But that does not mean that you're dead. There are still fun activities for people that are getting older or that are older, however I'm saying that. There's still life in you, you know, providing that, you're not, I guess, so mentally messed up that you can't, or so physically messed up that you can't. But, okay, running a little slow, but I want to just kind of touch on September being Healthy Aging Month. Has an official news release here. So, think it's too late to reinvent yourself? Think again. According to Carolyn Worthington, editor-in-chief of Healthy Aging magazine and executive director of Healthy Aging, it's never too late to find a new career, a new sport, passion, or hobby. Worthington is also the creator of September is Healthy Aging Month, an annual health observance designed to focus national attention on the positive aspects of growing older. Okay. The numbers of people over 45 is growing every year. The attention used to be just on the baby boomers. The Generation Xers are elbowing their way in and have many of the same interests as the previous generation. Stay active and vibrant as long as possible. There are over 76 million baby boomers today over 50, and the first of the 82.1 million Generation Xers are about to reach the milestone this was in 2015 that she says. Use September as the motivation to take stock of where you've been, what you really would like to do if money was no object, says Worthington. And try it. Why healthy aging? According to Worthington, we saw a need to draw attention to the myth of aging to shout out, hey, it's not too late to take control of your health. It's never too late to get started on something new. Why not think about the positive aspects of aging instead of the stereotypes and the negative aspects? September is Healthy Aging Month was first introduced when the baby boomers were about to turn 50. At that time, no one wanted to talk about growing older. It was the same 60s attitudes. Don't trust anyone over 30. Hell no, we won't go. Today, as the boomers turn 60 and 65, it's a different story. We recognize on that careful attention to the combination of physical, social, mental, and financial fitness was powerful in the pursuit of a positive lifestyle and have built other healthy aging programs around that concept for the government and private sector through this annual observance, as well as TV specials, video books, printed materials, and websites and blogs. Okay, so they have a website. It says to get you started on reinventing yourself. Here are some ideas from the editors on Healthy Aging magazine, which you can go to www.healthyaging.net. So quickly, it's 10. I would do that. 10 tips. No. I forgot where I was. Here. Wow. It just left me
Excuse
like that.
us, y'all.
Wow, man.
Just a little minor setback real quick. Just
Really?
hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Goodness. Okay. Sheesh. Thing is so sensitive.
Right.
10 tips for reinventing yourself during September Healthy Aging Month. One is do not act your age, or at least what you think your current age should act like. What was your best year so far? Okay, they say 28 or 40 or now. Picture yourself at that age and be it. Some people may say this is denial, but we say it's positive thinking and goes a long way toward feeling better about yourself. A tip, don't keep looking in the mirror, just feel it. 2, be positive in your conversations and your actions every day. When you catch yourself complaining, check yourself. right there and change the conversation to something positive. Tip, stop watching the police reports on the local news. 3, have negative friends who complain all the time and constantly talk about how awful everything is. Drop them. As crucial as that may sound, distance yourself from people who do not have a positive outlook on life. They will only depress you and stop you from moving forward. Surround yourself with energetic, happy, positive people of all ages, and you will be happier too. Here's a tip. Smile often. It's contagious and wards off naysayers. 4, walk like a vibrant, healthy person. You can probably do it. Analyze your gait. Do your walk slowly because you have just become lazy or perhaps have a fear of falling. A tip, make a conscious effort to take big strides. Walk with your heels first and wear comfortable shoes. Y'all only knew what? Uno. Ooh, she just cutting up. 5, stand up straight. You can knock off the appearance of a few extra years with this trick your mother kept trying to tell you. Look at yourself in the mirror. Are you holding your stomach in? Have your shoulders back, chin up. Check out how much better your neck looks. Fix your stance and practice it every day, all day, until it's natural. You look great and feel better. Here's a tip. Your waistline will look trimmer if you follow this advice. 6, how's your smile? Research shows people who smile more often are happier. Your teeth are just as important to your good health as the rest of your body.
I don't know. Everybody don't have nice teeth now. I don't know. I mean, I know it's good to smile, but when some people smile, them teeth look a hot ass mess. But go ahead.
Not only is it the first thing people notice, but good oral health is a gateway to your overall well-being. Tip, go to the dentist regularly and look into teeth whitening. Nothing says old more than yellowing teeth.
And what if you got chipped, crooked, screwdrivers, nails, hammer teeth?
I don't know. She's just speaking in general
go
thing
on
here.
to the dentist now. Get them teeth fixed.
7, lonely? Stop brooding and complaining about having no friends or family. Do something about it now. Right this minute. Pick up the phone, landline, or cell and make a call to do one or more of the following. Volunteer your time, take a class, invite someone to meet for lunch, brunch, dinner, or coffee. And here's a tip. Volunteer at a local public school to stay in touch with younger people and to keep current on trends. Take a computer class or a tutorial session at your cell phone store to keep up with technology. Choose a new person every week for your dining out. 8, start walking not only for your health, but to see the neighbors. You have a dog? You'll be amazed how the dog can be a conversation starter.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a tip. If you don't have time for a dog, go to your local animal shelter and volunteer.
Aww.
You will be thrilled by the puppy love.
Yeah. Hello, this is little boogers. This is so cute.
I know. They get on your nerve.
They make me sick because they're cute. Sick.
9, make this month the time to set up your annual physical and other health screenings. Go to appointments and then hopefully you can stop worrying about ailments for a while. And 10, find your inner artist. Who says taking music lessons is for younger school children? You may have an artist lurking inside you just waiting to be tapped.
Just never know. Purpose.
Exactly. Have you always wanted to play the piano, violin, or tuba, or etc.? Have you ever wondered if you could paint a portrait or scenic in oil? What about working in wood? Tip, sign up now for fall art or music classes and discover your inner artist. So those were just some in general tips, tools, nuggets about, for those that are 40 and above,
right?
50 and above,
seasoned meat.
That life is not over, and for those that are younger,
I was just talking.
please stop saying the most ignorant thing in the world as far as I'm concerned.
Like you're not going to get old.
If you live long enough, as I tell anyone, you will get older.
Yep.
And then you're going to have a generation coming behind you that's going to say the same thing, and you probably might get into your feelings or you might get offended.
Yeah. True.
So watch your words.
Please do.
And what you say.
Be careful what you say.
Because trust me, cougars can cuss you out too, or tell you off. And we hang tough as well. So just
prey on the hunt. Don't hunt on the prey. They hunt on their prey. They out here lurking, walking around, getting adventurous.
Oh my God.
The cougars hang too. She right. The cougars can hang.
And that's coming from healthyaging.net. You so silly.
You know how to make a joke out of the situation.
Yes. Healthyaging.net. That's where that came from. So do you have anything else? Do you have anything to add onto that?
Yes, I do.
Sure.
From humana.com. HUMANA.com. All other ways to stay healthy as you age. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here are some details on healthy aging tips. Okay? Eat a healthy and balanced diet. So much of what you eat can influence how healthy you stay as you age. Of course, you should include the gold standards of healthy eating, like low-fat protein and dairy, whole grains, and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. And you should cut down on unhealthy foods like ones that are processed and high in sugar and fat, which is cookies, soda, chips being prime examples, which have been linked to serious health problems like heart disease and diabetes. The trick is to find the right balance of energy and nutrients. As you age, your body needs less energy, but it also needs good nutrients. That means you need to be especially careful to avoid foods that are high in empty calories and fat, especially trans fats, which are common in processed foods, margarine, and shortenings. Also, try to get some extra fiber into your diet, which is very important for older adults. It can lower your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. It also helps keep your colon working the way it should. Some easy ways you can boost fiber in your diet: eat more fruit, whole fruit, not juice. Switch to whole grain cereals and breads, and reach for homemade popcorn instead of chips. Another thing you can do while aging: stay active and fit. Not finding time to fit exercise into your schedule is a surefire way to risk health problems as you get older. Regular workouts can reduce your risk for heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, pain, and even anxiety and depression. That's another thing. I understand people got to work. I understand people have a busy life, but there's still no excuse. I'm sorry. Again, you can still find time. Just like if you have an off day, you can find time to sleep all day. You sure can find time to work out. And if you got to go to work, you might want to get a little 15, 20-minute quick workout in. Do that. There's always ways. Balance. Again, find balance in your life. Okay? Choose whatever physical activity you like and stick with it. Whether it's bicycling, yoga, swimming, or strength training, whatever you choose, try to incorporate these elements into your workouts. Aerobic exercises that get your heart pumping and blood circulating, such as walking or biking. Strengthening exercises to prevent muscle loss, which can happen with age. Stretching workouts to keep your body flexible and limber. Balance exercises to prevent falls as you get older. Again, finding time, balance, even if it's before work, and if you really don't have time before work, at least after work. You're not doing nothing after work. So, yes, you have to squeeze it in some kind of way in your schedule. So that's what I want to say to that. And another thing they have here is stop smoking, which definitely can contribute to your aging and health problems. You know by now that smoking is harmful for you. If you want to stay healthy as you age, it's crucial that you stop smoking as soon as possible. According to the National Institutes of Health, smoking harms nearly every organ of the body and leads to lung cancer, lung disease, heart and blood vessel diseases, stroke, and cataracts. And if you want to look your best as you age, consider this. Smoking causes wrinkles and speeds up the aging of your skin, and yes, it does. It's a cancer stick. I know it's a habit. It's addictive as hell. It's that nicotine is what keeps people smoking cigarettes. But the long run of that. Excuse me, got tongue tied.
It's okay.
They mention aging. Would you smoke for so many years or a long period of time? Yeah, it's definitely increasing the wrinkles in your skin, and you look older than you should. So people should be mindful of that. Like I said, I mean, it's a mental thing. Whether it's exercising, stop smoking, eating better, it's all a mental thing. You just have to train your mind and just do it. Like, no making excuses, even with smoking. I know people going through stuff in life, they need something to calm their nerves, but there's other ways to calm your nerves too. Meditation, writing.
Mindfulness, chanting,
Right.
journaling,
Yep.
yoga,
Walking, talking to
walking,
yourself. You got to talk to yourself.
nature,
Punch a bag, boxing bag, do
boxing.
something.
Ooh, honey, yes.
Right. So
Going out to these dancing things, yes.
There's many ways to deal with your problems. Smoking shouldn't have to be
or drinking.
Yes, definitely. I think your aging speeds up too when you do a lot of drinking. That tears your body down, and it causes you to have ulcers. And then, like I said, it affects your skin, wrinkles. And then with that smoking and drinking too, what people don't realize, it gives you an odor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, a long period of time of smoking, you have a long time span of smoking and drinking, gives you a certain odor, and that's bad hygiene. Didn't you mention something about hygiene in that article?
I may or may not. I think I may have mentioned hygiene, but if I didn't, hygiene is definitely yes, important.
Yes, and then when you age, that's not cute.
Uh-uh.
When you 60 and you stink. No, we don't do that. I'm gonna need for you to get it together, okay? I'm not trying to be funny, but come on, y'all. Stop making excuses for everything.
And mental health in the older or seniors, is on the rise.
True.
I was just talking about that to one of my coworkers at work who works with seniors. I mean, they talk about water, but she's connected with different senior centers and senior high rises, and mental health is really, really on the rise. I know when I was facilitating a group at one of the senior centers that I won't mention, it's one of the more active senior centers. However, which is good. However, I mean, I would get some older people within that senior center, and you'd be surprised. I'm not surprised, but okay. So for me, it's not surprising that mental health in seniors it's a high rate.
Yeah.
It's a very high rate.
It's a lot of older people or senior citizens who suffer with mental illness. Contrary to belief, it's a lot of that going on. It doesn't matter what color you is, but black people are definitely suffering. Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Black people got to deal with these issues here. We can't keep sweeping under the rug, trying to numb the pain and keep the secrets. And if someone decides to tell the truth about the community, you want them to shut up, not say nothing, because they don't want no one else to know who's outside of the race. And it needs to be done in the dark, and we need to discuss amongst our own. No, we got to deal with this out in the open. We got to heal. It's very important. Self-care. Can't stress it enough, people. Self-care, just in general. I know specifically I said black people, but okay, now that I said black people, but now in general, for all races, self-care is first.
It is so very necessary and needed. And even if you don't feel comfortable with talking to people on the outside, there are, especially with this, like as far as seniors, they have within their senior centers, they have counselors, trained counselors and social workers that you can go and you can talk with them, especially if you don't have like insurance, because I know this whole insurance thing is a big issue as well. The whole health care in general is a big thing. So for seniors, there are social workers and counselors or therapists that are within the senior centers. I can speak for definitely here in Atlanta, and as well as other places wherever you're at in Jersey, and I know in Philly there is, in California there is, but definitely talk to somebody. There are helplines. Now I'm just speaking in general, all ages across the board. Like, please let us stop just holding it in and suffering in silence. I cannot stress that enough, because I have been there, as I've talked in a previous show or shows, or even out, that when you suffer in silence, you are killing yourself mentally inside, physically and spiritually inside. You are killing yourself, because yes, in our Black community, we have been taught to not say nothing, to keep it to ourselves, to push it under a rug, and or maybe go to a church and get a circle around us and pray, or get some holy water or some oils and put it on us. And let me say, I'm not knocking, me personally, not knocking the church, because I've experienced all of that growing up. But in the long run, did it do me any good? No, not for me.
I'm sorry.
So now I'm at a point through going what I'm going through, and yes, I'm getting older. So now I have been at a point where this is why I speak it out, because radio has been, or podcast or online show has been very therapeutic to me. Going out and speaking to other organizations, or just really to some people, because it's still a process for me. I still get anxiety. I still get nervous. I still have trust issues. So this is something that hasn't been 100% healed of me. And I let people know. And surprisingly, it's not surprisingly, but just having enough confidence and trust within myself to be able to go out and speak to people. You'd be surprised. Like, there are other people who can relate. Like, even if it's not them themselves, it's a family member. And so I urge you, I know it's not going to happen overnight, but then on the other side of it, we gotta stop making excuses. I need more than prayer. I need faith into action.
I was just finna say that. Action. It's all about action now. Enough of the praying. Let's just do it. Again, I just said that like 15 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And that's all, is because you get a lot accomplished that way.
And if you have somebody that you trust that's not like a professional, because even professionals are hard to trust. True. And you may have to go through a process of elimination with them too. Yeah. But if once you find that niche and you're comfortable,
that one person you can actually trust,
use that as your support system.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to be comfortable with them though.
Comfortable, okay? And trust them.
Right.
Yeah. Then use that as a support system.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's real. It's real.
It's shit real.
It's so real. It's just real. That's all I can say about that. Yeah.
This last part I want to read before we move on. So to this article, the last thing, practicing healthy aging. Get regular checkups.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best ways to stop health problems is to catch them before they start, or at least in the early stages. Getting regular checkups is the best way to spot health problems and disease, so that your chances of a cure and recovery are much greater. Your doctor will look at your age, family history, personal medical history, and your lifestyle habits, such as your diet and how much you exercise, to decide what tests and screenings you will need. And that was the last tidbit on Stay Healthy as You Age from Humana.com.
Awesome. Okay.
You have something to add to it?
No. I don't have anything.
No article?
No, I read mines.
Okay.
And you just kind of reiterated on some of the things I said and also added on.
Right.
So, these websites will be posted up, and I incorporate everything that we have talked about today. I'm going to incorporate it into my life. Not that I have obesity small child, but even if they're not my child or my adult child, like I still want to put it out there and share the knowledge and the resources that I have, because like you just said, it can help someone else. Information and knowledge is key. Is key. We got to stop being so selfish, thinking that it's just for us, whatever we retain.
For you and your family and the people that you know. It's not about.
This is a community or even global, a global thing.
Right.
Because whether you want to believe it or not, I just say I'm spiritual. We are in last days, last times, and we need to get it right wherever you at in life.
Because we're going to be judged, y'all. I hope you know that.
We're going to get
it right. When the world comes to the end, we're going to be judged. So it's going to be counted for what you did and what you didn't do. So, yes, please, like Jay said, get it right. We got to get it right. At least try. I know we're not perfect humans. We're not perfected in a way as the higher forces or even Satan himself and his minions. But at the same time, at least try to be a better person while you're here and doing the deeds that you can while you are living and breathing on this earth. Because we on borrowed time. I always say that. I said it to Jade. I said it to other people. We're on borrowed time, so you need to make the most of it. Stop wasting time on dumb shit. That doesn't mean nothing. Because it's not going to help you come Judgment Day. Everybody's so caught up in this materialism, you can't take none of that shit with you when you die. You die with nothing. You came in this world with nothing, you're going to die without nothing. And that's just real.
Ashe.
Look at your face.
If they could see my face, Ashe. Num your whole ring can kill 3 times. I mean, and all of that other good positive stuff. And so it is.
Yo, what are you, a superhero when you put your fist up in your face?
So it is. I'm just saying. I'm spiritual. I'm just saying. Yes. Whew. Hunty. So, on to our next topic, which is September being National Cholesterol Education Month.
All right.
This is coming from onsitehealthllc.com. Again, onsitehealthllc.com. Learn what steps you can take to prevent high cholesterol or to reduce your LDL, quote unquote, bad cholesterol level. Too much cholesterol in the blood is one of the main risk factors for heart disease and stroke, 2 leading causes of death in the United States. One way to prevent these diseases is to detect high cholesterol and treat it when it is found. What is cholesterol, you say? Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance that your body needs. But when you have too much in your blood, it can build up on the walls of your arteries and form blockages. This can lead to heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. There are 2 kinds of cholesterol: high density lipoprotein. I'm sorry, my speech. Lipoprotein, which is HDL, and lower density lipoprotein, LDL. HDL is also called good cholesterol. LDL is called bad cholesterol. When we talk about high cholesterol, we are talking about bad LDL cholesterol. 71 million American adults have high cholesterol, but only 1/3 of them have the condition under control. September is National Cholesterol Education Month, a good time to resolve to get your cholesterol screened. What role does screening play? Screening is the key to detecting high cholesterol because high cholesterol does not have symptoms. Many people do not know that their cholesterol is too high. Your doctor can do a simple blood test to check your cholesterol levels. The National Cholesterol Education Program recommends that adults aged 20 years or older have their cholesterol checked every 5 years. You may need to have your cholesterol checked more often if any of the following statements apply to you. Your total cholesterol is 200 milligrams/DL or higher. You are a man older than 45 or a woman older than 50. Your HDL cholesterol is lower than 40 milligrams DL, or you have other risk factors for heart disease and stroke. Although the number of people who say they were screened for cholesterol within the previous 5 years has increased from 73% to 76% from 2005 to 2009, which it probably has gone higher than that since we're in 2017, only a handful of states have met the 82% healthy people 2020 objective, and disparities in getting screened persist. How can you prevent or treat high cholesterol? Make therapeutic lifestyle changes by eating a healthier diet. Avoid saturated and trans fat, which tends to raise cholesterol levels. Other types of fats, such as polyunsaturated fats can actually lower blood cholesterol levels. Eating fiber also can help lower cholesterol. We've talked about a lot of eating fiber and how that's very important in all ages.
Yeah.
Exercising regularly. Physical activity can help lower cholesterol. The Surgeon General recommends that adults engage in moderate intensity exercises for 2 hours and 30 minutes every week. Again, we have talked about exercising regularly in all ages. Maintaining a healthy weight. Being overweight or obese can raise your cholesterol levels. Losing weight can help lower your cholesterol. Again, we have touched base on this.
Yep.
From young to older.
Yep.
Not smoking. Ding, ding, ding.
Yep. I said that.
If you smoke, quit as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to follow your doctor's instructions and stay on your medications. That is by choice, if prescribed, to control your cholesterol. So the last thing before Uno talks, there are clinical and community programs to help address higher cholesterol. Well, check that out in your local community, wherever you're at, or your hospitals. They may have programs. I like to believe that a lot of programs, that they do have programs in hospitals, on different nutrition and exercise, and healthier eating, a better you. And if you are able to afford any insurance, call the insurance people. They may not tell you everything. You can't wait for them to tell you stuff. Ask questions, people.
Do your diligence. Said that.
Yes,
earlier.
Use your mouth in a productive, positive way, people.
Right. Hello.
Don't just think that people are just going to be so damn forthcoming and tell
No,
you
they're
everything.
not.
You have to ask questions. All mouths that are closed are not going to be healthier.
You ain't gonna get fed.
Not going to get fed
The
either.
right resources.
Yes, so please ask those questions.
Yes.
So they have a community program called the Million Hearts. That's something that, again, when we give you guys these links, click on the links for further information, but it's called Million Hearts. There's also something called CDC, National Heart Disease and Stroke Prevention. It's a program that supports states implementing evidence-based practices in community and clinical settings, specifically highlighting cholesterol control with communities. Another one is called the National Cholesterol Education Program, which provides evidence-based resources and recommendations to healthcare providers and new guidelines for cholesterol are in development. So, we all know that this healthcare and health insurance is kind of funky right now. However, what may be out here, resource based, what may be out here, please take it to your advantage and use it. And if it's not, then again, check us out, do your own diligence. And as far as resources, do some walking. Let's stop being lazy. Do some walking, even if it's, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Circulate your system.
30 minutes. Circulate yourself.
Circulate
your system. You can do, YouTube is a great resource, honey. You can just Google in some stuff and they will tell you some facts on things, especially with speaking on a healthier you.
Even tips on,
yoga. You can do some yoga stuff in your own home.
Yeah.
If you don't have a mat, okay, you can find a towel or something.
Get creative.
They
said that earlier.
And you can learn to do stuff and different stuff within your home if you cannot afford to go out.
Be frugal. Learn how to be frugal.
There's things on YouTube that teaches you better how to prepare food healthier and get creative. Like there's all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's no excuses. This is your life. This is your
one.
health. And like Uno said, you only have one, and when it is gone,
it's it.
That's it. Though I tend to believe I'm gonna come back as whatever else.
Reincarnated.
But
you believe in reincarnation?
I do, but for those who don't, I'm just saying that's okay. You have one you, and work on that now and appreciate yourself, love yourself, respect yourself.
Self-care is first.
Self-care is always first. If you're not treating yourself internally as well as externally, if you're not treating it right, no one else will give a damn about you. They won't care. And then you wonder why all this negativity, or maybe all these things physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually are happening to you. That is because you are not right within yourself.
There's no balance. On all levels, there's no balance with yourself or your life. So please make changes. Stop making excuses. The time is now. Don't wait till later.
So that was something that I had wanted to read within the on-site healthllc.com about it being National Cholesterol Education Month. And so I'm going to stop speaking.
No, you good.
No, I'm done with that particular thing.
Oh, no. I have this article from goodhousekeeping.com. The article is by Jennifer Sweeney. She actually did this in 2011, but it's still relevant today because you can still apply, I'm sure, some of the things that she's saying and giving information about natural cholesterol that can benefit somebody at this point. Okay, so I'm going to read this. It's not a long article, so I'm going to. Okay. September is National Cholesterol Awareness Month. If you're the way I was 6 months ago, she's telling her story. That doesn't mean much to you. I've always eaten well and I get plenty of exercise. So going in for my checkup just a month shy of my 30th birthday, I was expecting a gold star and a pat on the back. All signs were pointing to praise until my doctor asked about my family history. Going back for 4 generations on my father's side, the men have died of heart attacks before their 50th birthday, and one as young as 30. Eek, that's how old I am. My doctor seemed concerned and ordered a bunch of precautionary tests. When my blood work came back from the lab, it confirmed that history was repeating itself. The history was repeating itself, excuse me. My total cholesterol was 232, less than 200 is desirable. My doctor started to speak about statins, a class of prescription medications that lower unhealthy cholesterol levels. But I consider that a last resort. I wanted to try diet modification first before committing to popping a pill for the rest of my life. I decided to clean up my diet and return in 6 months. When I got back to the hospital, I ran straight to our national director, Samantha Cassidy. What more can I do? I asked. I already eat so well. Her response, Next to saturated fat, visions of goat and blue cheese flashed before my eyes. I was fine with cutting back on ice cream and could easily sub olive oil for butter on my crusty bread. But my beloved daily dose of cheese atop my salad? Heartbreaking. And once I divulged my daily egg intake, 3, that pat on the back was more like a kick in the rear end. Yet I was determined to beat this with diet and willing to make any sacrifice. I've learned how important it is to get your cholesterol checked regularly and know your numbers as well as your family health history. If you don't know yours, there's no better time to schedule a better time to schedule an appointment than during National Cholesterol Awareness Month. Be an informed patient and learn the basics about cholesterol below. So, learn the basics about cholesterol. What is cholesterol? Contrary to popular belief, cholesterol isn't bad. In fact, you need it to stay healthy. Your body makes about 75% of its cholesterol supply, and the rest comes from the food you eat. Only animal products contain cholesterol. The cholesterol your body produces naturally can be affected by genetics. Thanks, Dad. What your numbers mean. Total. There are 2 main types of cholesterol, which is HDL, good, and LDL, bad. I like to differentiate the 2 by remembering L for lousy and H for healthy. Your total cholesterol count is made up of your HDL and LDL levels as well as your triglycerides. High blood cholesterol can increase your risk of heart disease. Less than 200 is desirable. HDL. HDL stands for high density lipoprotein. HDL cholesterol is often called good cholesterol because it helps carry cholesterol away from your body's organs and to lower your liver where it can be removed. It helps carry cholesterol away from your body's organs into your liver, where it can be removed. HDL levels should be above 40 and the higher the better. LDL stands for low density lipoprotein. LDL cholesterol is referred to as bad cholesterol because it's linked with a higher chance of heart disease. LDL levels should be below 100 if you're at a higher risk for heart disease and below 129 if you're not. Triglycerides are made in the body. This is what triglycerides is. High triglycerides can be due to obesity, lack of exercise, cigarette smoking, excess alcohol consumption, and a diet very high in carbohydrates. Triglycerides levels should be below 150. All adults over the age of 20 should have their cholesterol checked every 5 years. Your doctor will determine if you are at risk for heart disease and provide any necessary treatment. Check back next week for Samantha's tips on how to lower your cholesterol with diet, and stay tuned for my final blood test results. Can diet alone trump your genes? We'll see. So this is her article. Please check it out. So if you're interested in her story, go to the website and see more about her results and occurrences and updates. I just wanted to put that out there.
And which website, which source is that coming from?
This is goodhousekeeping.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so much. And again, if you hear us reiterate things, then we just like to make sure that we put it out there so you can hear from. Cannot stress it enough. Other ways real quick that you can, what can you do as far as National Cholesterol Education Month coming from consumerhealthdigest.com. You can post or tweet about it to help spread the word and dispense vital information about the dangers of high cholesterol. You can write an article about controlling or lowering cholesterol levels and get it published in your school or local newspaper. You can distribute National Cholesterol Education Month brochures and posters. You can organize a fundraising event for relevant organizations like Million Hearts. You can volunteer for groups and organizations connected to National Cholesterol Education Month. You can create an activity in your community and or at work to help raise awareness of the dangers of high cholesterol. And lastly, you can encourage your family and friends to switch to a heart-friendly diet. So even though we're speaking about, as I say, for any of the awareness that we have done in any of the months, it just does not stop there. The high cholesterol, whatever we have put out there, it continues 365 days out of a year. So you can always, even though it is going to end in September, continue educating not only yourself, but educating other people as well. Because this still, like I said, continues to go on. People have high cholesterol. People continue to be obese. People continue to have diabetes, 1 or 2. People continue to be bullied. People continue, as you live, to get older. So let it resonate in you, hopefully, that you will be on this journey, if you will, to just continue it throughout the year. So that's what I wanted to say to that. Do you have anything else to contribute to that before we go on to the next, hopefully the next thing?
No, I have nothing nothing to contribute to what you're saying at the moment.
So our next and last awareness we're going to be speaking about.
Seems like we're doing 5. Seems like.
I don't know. It's all good, whatever it is. Our next and last one.
Hold on. No, go ahead, read it. I'm just going.
Is September is Pain Awareness Month, and this is coming from the American Chronic Pain Association. # Give a Squat for Pain, and the website is the THEACPA.org. American Pain Association, but the website again is the ACPA.org.
All right.
So, I'm sure we all have experienced some pain in our life. I know I have, and I know I do. So, the month of September has been declared Pain Awareness Month. Pain Awareness Month is a time when various organizations work to raise public awareness of issues in the area of pain and pain management. The first Pain Awareness Month was in 2001 when the ACPA led a coalition of groups to establish September as Pain Awareness Month. ACPA established Partners for Understanding Pain and 80 organizations, both healthcare professionals and consumer groups, including the NAA, supported the effort. So I'm going to click here to read more about that and see what they say. Okay, it's just, I'm just going to read from when it started in 2001, and then I'll get back to current, because you can actually click on it. It will download it for you to do further reading up. Again, it started in 2001, and they have moving forward 2002, 3, 4 of the different, where they have progressed. So in 2001, in the early 2001, the American Chronic Pain Association established a pain awareness campaign. This undertaking pulled together a number of organizations across the country whose missions complement the ACPA's under the umbrella of Partners for Understanding Pain. A key element of the effort was to establish September as Pain Awareness Month. This just stopped on me. Okay, moving forward. This coalition was committed to raising awareness through mass media, public forums, and other sources so that chronic pain may be more readily recognized, better understood without the traditional stigma attached, and more fittingly treated and managed. The partnership, spearheaded by the American Chronic Pain Association, strive to create greater understanding among healthcare professionals, individuals, and families who are struggling with pain management, the business community, legislators, and the general public that pain is a serious public health issue. Through its members, each of whom brought its own perspective to the dialogue, Partners for Understanding Pain represented a comprehensive network of resources and knowledge about issues in pain management. Partners for Understanding Pain was dedicated to building the understanding and support that can help people with chronic, acute, and cancer pain lead better lives. So just want to read when that just kind of originated in 2001. Again, you can click on the link that says click here to read more about the history of Pain Awareness Month.
See, there's a lot of valuable information on that website.
Yes. The key to raising awareness is to get involved. There are many things that you can do to help promote Pain Awareness Month, which one is talk with family and friends, let them know that September is Pain Awareness Month, like the ACPE, the ACPA on Facebook, encourage your friends to do the same. Also, you can talk with your healthcare provider, let them know that September is Pain Awareness Month. You also can share the tools to better communicate with your healthcare team found on the links below. So I'm not going to click on them. I'm just going to tell you what they are. One would be what have we learned, going to the ER, communication tools, pain management programs, videos, resources, facts, glossary, and surveys. You can also call your local government and community leaders to let them know about this. You can call your local media and ask them if they're doing a story on Pain Awareness Month, which we are doing.
Yeah.
You can donate to the ACPA. Your contributions allow us to help fulfill our mission and work year-round to raise awareness and support those with chronic pain. Because again, even though this is the month of September and we're doing some awareness month, all of these go on. It just does not stop in the month of September, or for that matter, any of the months that we have done awareness. It says, make sure, and can't stress enough, take care of yourself. Take time out for yourself this month. Tools to help take care of yourself are they have relaxation videos you can check out. They have communication tools to increase your interaction with your healthcare professionals, which I believe is you have to do it. Whether you have a mental ailment, illness, disorder, whatever, however you associate it with, whether it's your physical or mental, you must, can't stress it enough. You must make sure that you open your mouth and you talk to your healthcare professionals. Do not just settle on the first thing that they say. If your intuition or if you feel that it's not comfortable enough for you, you are paying them to do a job or do a service. So therefore, if you're not comfortable with it, get second opinions, third opinions, talk to multiple people. If you can't remember it, write down your questions so that when you go to your appointments, you can ask these questions. Ask what that means. Ask questions like, I can't stress that enough. Somebody give you a diagnosis or say you have this, that, or the third. Don't just settle on it. Ask. If you don't understand, you're not being slow. Ask questions. It's important to ask questions so you know what's going on with your mind and with your body. Don't just settle. So that was coming again from the ACPA.org, which stands for American Chronic Pain Association. And within that, you'll see that they have clinical trials, if that's something of interest, treatments, pain management tools, and pain awareness.
Absolutely. A lot of value, boo. And
I'm going to have to check these out.
valuable and resourceful information.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Since you're talking about Pain Awareness Month, I have a short article I just wanted to read from Johns Hopkins Medicine. .org it's actually www.hopkinsmedicine.org. Okay, and we're gonna post these links. We reiterated a few times on how on us going to post these links at some point during the week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We will update that on our Facebook and our Instagram pages. All right. Understanding more about the underlying causes of pain can help improve treatments and alleviate suffering. Johns Hopkins researchers are working on everything from the molecular causes of pain to the latest advances in pain treatment. What you need to know, nearly 100 million Americans experience chronic pain. I'm sure it has increased over the years.
Mm-hmm.
More than those who have diabetes, heart disease, and cancer combined. Pain is a warning sign that indicates a problem that needs attention. Pain starts in receptor nerve cells located beneath the skin and the organs throughout the body. Living with pain can be debilitating and adversely affect everyday life. So you have certain ones. You have arthritis. This is one they touch on. Arthritis refers to over 100 different conditions ranging from autoimmune disease to normal joint inflammation. Recent experiments have uncovered that the body's own immune system makes unique antibodies to help the most severe cases of rheumatoid arthritis progress. Unfortunately, there is no cure for arthritis. Treatment plans often involve both short-term and long-term approaches. An estimated 294,000 children are affected by juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, which we covered in a couple shows ago about juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and other rheumatological conditions. Another one is back pain. According to the National Institutes of Health, 8 out of 10 people will have back pain at some time in their life. Over the years, the treatments for back pain changed. You can watch this video by Dr. Daniel Skiuba. He's the director of spine research, and he discusses common spinal problems, treatment options, and common questions. Then another pain you deal with is headaches. Millions of people get crippling headaches, and there are dozens of different headache types, but receiving the right diagnosis is key to getting the right treatment. Migraines can be triggered by stress, fatigue, or certain foods, and researchers claim obese patients are 5 times more likely to develop chronic migraines. A child's headache may be triggered by several factors, including genetics, hormones, stress, diet, medication, dehydration, school or behavioral issues, and or depression. Then they talk about innovations in pain treatment. There are many different methods and techniques for treating pain, both chronic and acute. Botox for pain relief. For patients who have a painful and debilitating nerve compression disorder called thoracic outlet syndrome, Botox may offer temporary relief and an alternative to rib removal surgery. A small research study has shown promising results. Another one is attitude adjustment. If you have chronic pain, especially face and jaw pain, you may sleep better and experience less day-to-day pain if you learn to dwell less on your ailments. Researchers studied 214 people and found the correlation between negative thinking about pain and poor sleep and worse pain. Well, I mean, if you overload your brain with thinking about so many things, it's going to cause pain. So less stress, people. Let stuff go. It is what it is. You got to, put less load on your life. Another one here is newly discovered protein may turn pain off. Researchers have discovered a protein that holds together multiple elements in a complex system responsible for regulating pain, mental illnesses, and other complex neurological problems. In other words, this protein has the capability to turn off the receptors that keep pain lingering. Another one. This is the last one, bullet point. Burning away intractable pain. When a 31-year-old Marine was defusing a buried bomb in Afghanistan last December, it exploded, leaving him unconscious for nearly a month. When he woke up, his face was scarred, he was blind in one eye, he was missing half of his right arm and his left arm paralyzed, and he was in pain. Neurosurgeons opened the patient's spine and burnt away the scar tissue to alleviate the pain. So with all that being said, they have some where you can find a specialist, and they have some links where you can learn more about each of the different care centers. So they have care centers you can go to treat pain, whatever's in your area. And if it's not in your area but it's outside of your area and it might be close where you can get to it faster, I recommend you do that if it works for you, because everybody has different alternatives if it works for you. So yeah, that's coming from hopkinsmedicine.org. I want to share that with you guys.
That was really interesting. I could really relate on a lot of that and know it. A lot of my pain didn't just start when I got older, people. A lot of my pain started when I was young, like arthritis is in my hand, my leg, and that comes from falling off a bike. Yeah, don't ask me how, but yeah, falling off a bike, not once, but twice.
Doing crazy stuff.
And then got my hand shut in the door.
Yeah.
Which my hand got broke. And from healing, good old Arthur, boy, I tell you, Arthur is something else. And let me tell you, it's not
I'm sure
fun.
It's not fun.
It is not fun. And that back pain has come from being in 2 accidents when I was younger, not older. 1 car accident was not my fault. Bus accident definitely wasn't my fault. And birthing children. I had 2 cesareans, 1 epidural and 1 spinal. So I've been having back problems for a long time. Again, has nothing to do with being old, which a lot of ignorant people tend to think, Kara, you older. No.
It's not always the case.
Nope, not always the case. Because truth be told, when my son was 2, he was diagnosed, well, when he was turning 2, because he was still like 1.5, almost to his birthday, like right before his birthday came. He was diagnosed with septic arthritis in his right leg. So it has nothing to do with being older in a lot of situations. I probably also believe genetics too, as far as my family. Headaches, definitely I've been having them since I was small and wasn't even thinking about having children. I believe that's genetics. So each person is different. And so let's stop the ignorance, people. Let's stop thinking.
Chill out. Chill out, man.
You old or you older. You know,
this has nothing to do.
Nothing to do with that.
I mean, to a degree, I'm not saying it don't.
It depends on the individual.
Right. It just depends on the individual. That's
depends on the individual. So, you know, of course, my laptop got froze up again, and but
you had another article.
It was just some additional ways to communicate. Putting it out there about it being National Pain Awareness Education Month, and one of them was to share your story.
Yes,
share your story. Go out there and share your story. Of course, to spread the word.
You don't know who you can touch with your story.
Exactly. Of course,
there's a lot of similar people going through your situation.
True. Of course, one was to spread the word that I said previously. Light It Up, which is says light up, shed some light on chronic pain through the Light Up the Landmarks campaign, which that happened September 9th, but I'm sure you can do it through the rest of the month. It requires contacting the management for any landmarks. Paint the town blue, spread awareness, and have fun by decorating your city or town with beautify and blue campaign signs and ribbons. Of course, gain government recognition, raise funding, host a table, as I just stated, share your story, get social, and take a stand.
Yeah.
And this is coming from uspainfoundation.org. Again, even though we're talking about this during the month of September. But all of the awareness throughout the year continues to go on 365 days out of a year. They continue to raise awareness for it, have functions. You too can participate, volunteer, donate, however you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing that I'm not going to get into, but I will just leave the website.
I'll post it up, so
I'm just going to leave the
I
website.
Can check it out.
This is through the NIH Pain Consortium. They have Pain Awareness Month activities. So while you're still in the month of September and you may be experiencing some form of pain, or a loved one that you know may be experiencing some form of pain, they have 2017 Pain Awareness Month activities, and you can go to the website painconsortium.nih.gov. So that's PAINCONSORTIUM.nih.gov. So that's all I have to say on that.
I'm done as well.
I hope that when you listen to this, you will gain some knowledge and a little bit of better clarity or understanding, and that you will do your due diligence to be involved and educate yourself and educate others. And we really appreciate you listening to this replay.
Hopefully you apply this information to your life.
Exactly. And always remember, as we always say, self-care. Love yourself and respect yourself. Love your body. Know that your beauty does not just lie on the outside, externally, but it starts within, internally. Because you can look good as I don't know what, or be handsome or whatever, but when your inside is not right, your outside is not going to be right. Because I feel like they both have to have a balance with each other. So make sure that both are balanced. Be good to somebody else as well. You know, I know it's hard. People can be very challenging and trying, but you may never know that one that you may touch. So, and speak from experience too. Don't try to be something that you're not. Speak from experience, because people can tell if you phony or not. I know I can.
Right.
Speak from the heart and speak from experience.
Just be you. Be real with it.
Be real. Just be real with things, and people can.
You don't have to put on flex.
No, not
fake.
at all.
You ain't gotta do none of that. Just come as you are.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
And people can relate to that more because you're a down to earth person. You being real.
Exactly. And so, want to throw out that you can check us out on our website. You can go to www.chitchatchewshow.com. Again, that's www.chitchatchewshow.com. We have all past shows on there. If you like to sign up on our guest book, I want to make sure I'm hopefully saying it right. There's an option for that. We also have a link if you want to purchase our swirl soaps. Limited supply. If you want to purchase our swirl soaps, there.
Swirls, hunty.
Our soaps are for everyone.
It's for everybody.
It's
man.
for
I'm
everyone.
just over here tripping. Don't mind.
It's for everyone. They have the prices there. So if you want to purchase, you can go through our website and purchase. You can also go through our Etsy.com and purchase our soaps there as well. If you're interested in being on our show or know someone who wants to be on our show, whether it's underground, independent, or corporation, you can email us at chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. Uno is cutting a fool, y'all.
Only y'all can see it.
Right. Again, go to
here ticket and dancing.
Yes, you can go to chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of leave that alone. And before I get off, I want y'all to make sure when you listen to the replay, make sure you're in a relaxed environment. No stress around you. Okay? No distractions. and that you sipping on, I don't care if it's sipping on coffee, tea, cocoa, or even a glass of wine. But make sure with the glass of wine that you are drinking responsibly. Okay, but make sure you relax.
Stop trying to hold your leg big.
Make sure you relax. Okay, that's what we want you to do. To be in good space when you listen to our show, because we are just us. There's no fake. There's none of that. We are authentic and genuine with who we are. So go ahead and tell them. Boy, if y'all only could see, we cutting up over here. But go ahead, tell them.
All right, so social media where you can find us, follow us, keep up with us, keep in touch with us. Updates and more. Oh my!
Go ahead.
Oh, I got distracted. Oh, what we talking? Oh, social media info. So you can find us on Facebook, Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC. Make sure you like us on Facebook. We also have an FB group. Make sure you join our FB group. Rather you go ahead and request us there. Rather you want to tag us. Rather you on my page or J page, however you want to reach out to us to follow. Make sure you join our group, which is Chit Chat Chew Radio Show. We'll add you to the group. Thank you for being part of the group. We definitely are appreciative of that and you supporting our show. Our online podcast.
Yes, because we are now online podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to add anything else to the online podcast? Let them know. Anything else you want to add to that? No.
Well, I believe that it's coming. You can see the podcast on YouTube.
It will be soon. We will be on YouTube really soon. Mm-hmm. We're almost there. We're getting our equipment up as we speak, and we're gonna be setting up. So we're gonna be streaming from YouTube. We'll probably do Spreaker later down the line. I'm sure of that. So make sure you guys stay up to date with that. Stay tuned. We'll let you know. We'll keep you updated.
T-shirts coming soon. We just like to make sure on a business tip that we are covered legally before, because let's not front people. You know, people like to steal other people's ideas.
Yes.
And we like to make sure that we are legit before we put anything out, but T-shirts to come soon.
Right. And we're probably going to be wearing them soon.
Yeah.
So look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be a walking advertisement.
Okay, hunty. We want you
to
know
your face.
Stay tuned for our show tomorrow, too, on some real.
Jay Frizz is going to be on.
Jay Frizz will be on tomorrow via Zoom, from 6 to 8.
He got a 2-hour
He got
session.
A 2-hour show. He's an awesome guy who we just happened to stumble upon.
We went to an event.
To a poetry, to an open mic, spoken word event, and he's cool. He's awesome. I can't wait to re-interview him tomorrow. He's so much more. And he'll tell you all about himself. Yep. So stay tuned for that. It is from 6 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not in Eastern Standard Time, whatever your time zone is, if you're in the Chicago area, I believe that's 5 to 7. I want to say. Yeah. If you're in
any Central Time,
any Central Time, and if you're in the West Coast. I forgot what the time zone is, but you guys know your time zone.
That's 3 hours.
I think that's like, it's a 3-hour difference. So if we're at 6, I want to say you're at 3.
It's 3.
So it'd be 3
to 5.
3 to 5.
Yep.
And so we hope that you guys tune in via Zoom. It's free to download the Zoom app.
Yes, it's free. And anytime we have a guest that's going to be doing an interview through Zoom, I'll put all the details on how you can watch us.
On there.
Whether you want to do video only, if you want to actually see us physically, real time, you can listen and see us that way. Or if you just want to hear us audio only, which is through your phone, whether it's a cell phone or landline, I post the details on the flyer. But make sure you tune in tomorrow. All the details on the flyer, how you can tune in. If you're international, there's a way to tune in to our Zoom session 2. So
yeah. So I'm done.
Oh, I'm not done. I ain't say all the social media yet.
I'm done with me until I say see you later.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Look at her.
Yeah, okay,
Go ahead. We got things to do. Go ahead.
Okay, you hold on now. You digress me here.
Hush.
Want to give a whole damn
Before I pinch you, come on, hush.
go whole damn verbal session on Jay Frizz.
Well, we had to put him out there. That's the plug. Yeah.
I know. I'm just talking. All right, so quickly. Instagram at Chit Chat Chew Show. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to our channel. Like and comment. Our channel is Chit Chat Chew Show.
Can't they hit the thumbnail too to get post notifications?
Make sure you hit that bell.
Hit that bell
so you can get notifications on when we post, and real soon when we going on live on YouTube, because we are now an online podcast. We have a Vimeo. Make sure you check us out on Vimeo. Follow Chit Chat Chew Show. We also have a SoundCloud at Chit Chat Chew Show. We have all our past and recent shows on there. Everything is updated, it's posted, so make sure you check us out. Follow us on there. I said everything. Yes, I think I did say everything.
I think you did.
Okay. So
I think you did.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope, there's nothing else I want to add. Just self-care, y'all. Self-care. Always remember self-care.
Self-care
Love
first.
your temple, head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. That's it. That's all I got to say. Enjoy your Sunday. Love, peace, and happiness.
Sure.